Good evening, viewers. Welcome back to another edition of Northeast Today live session. And today we have Atso Chaise with us, a classical guitarist, the first Naga to be certified Grade 8 classical guitar in 2008 under Trinity College of London. So, if you remember, we had Natalie Dulicio in our show some time back, and then we had discussed at great length about the song You Raise Me Up. And if you remember, the settings in the song it was all shot in Khonoma, Nagaland. So the person that she had collaborated with was Atso Chaise. So I'm very excited to have him here in our show today. Let's welcome him. Hi,
Hello.
Atso.
Hey, good evening. A very
Hi.
good evening to Northeast Live and to you too. Yes, I'm so excited to be here and thank you so much for this opportunity. And the dresses you're wearing, it's just looking too beautiful on you. Thank you for that honor.
Thank
Yeah.
Thank you, Atso. Like I said, it's always, I try, whenever we have our guests, we try and wear the dress their traditional dress. I did not have all the ornaments as such, so I tried to make it with as much as I could. And anyways, this was gifted to me by my friend from the Hornbill Fest.
Wow. Hornbill Festival.
Yeah, yeah. She had got for
Okay,
me,
okay.
and I never got a chance to wear it. But today, I
Hmm?
am glad that I finally have that. I hope she's watching this show. So,
Yeah, hopefully.
hmm,
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
right. Thank you. So we are so honored to have you. And then when we were speaking to Natalie last time, I mean, since the song,
Okay.
we were showing it all the time, and we could see you, and we were wondering, like, how come it's like we haven't invited you, our guest, and like, we definitely should invite. That was the plan, and finally, you've made it here. We
Okay.
are so honored. Thank you.
Yes, thank you again. Yes.
So, as tradition, we'll start off with the intro video
Okay.
on you that we have, and then we'll start off with the questionnaires.
Okay, please. Yeah, excited.
Okay. Okay.
In a place where war, melody, and nature breathe, Chasie has carried the music of his people, the Angami, for longer. Distilled over generations, their music now inhabits his dextrous fingers as he plucks and bows the Gei-Ü. His songs travel over the immodestly green hills as steadily as the monsoon raindrops that rake the earth here. Khonoma, where Chasie was raised, is India's first green village. Emerald paddy fields jostle for space on the slopes with Jurassic-era ferns that border streams. Atso Chaise is a professional classical guitarist who was the first Naga to be certified Grade 8 classical guitar in 2008 under Trinity College London. He has taken master classes from guitar greats such as Andreas Saki, Pavel Stedel, Dennis Azabagic, David S. Russell, and Kristen Lanover and Laurent Boutros. Apart from performing, Atso has been an independent music teacher since 2004 and earlier taught classical guitar at Symphony School of Music, Kohima, and is currently with Gei-Ü Secondary School. He has been practicing music professionally for 15 years now. It has been his passion, honed from a childhood spent listening to songs on tape recorders and radios. He got his first formal music classes from Tamares Lotha. Later he attended a short music course at Patkai Christian College, Chumokidima, which broadened his horizon further. Under the guidance of Nibanua Suvo and Christine Iralu, he completed the Trinity Guildhall ATCL graded exam at Shillong in 2009 and landed up as a classical guitarist. He also has a research fellowship which is under the Ministry of Culture, Naga Dances and Music 2012. He has participated in various competitions as part of folkloric team in the Military Tattoo Festival 2014, Edinburgh, Canada, Thailand, Scotland, Bhutan, Delhi International Guitar Festival, Chandigarh, Himachal Pradesh and more. He has represented the state of Nagaland at Majoli, Udaipur, Bihar, and won many state-level competitions such as the X Power Virtuoso Instrumentalist, Naga Music Awards, Monolith, and the Grand Bison. He has also won the Young Artist Talent Award under Northeast Zone Cultural Center in 2014. In the years since, Chasie has taught the violin and guitar to people across ages, tuned pianos and repaired bikes, but it is as a luthier that he has come into his own. He is currently focused on the production of Gei-Ü. He started making one in 2014 and was formally introduced in 2017. It now takes about 3 weeks to make one and is a refined version developed on the old instruments, the raibu and murakonki. He started making it commercially so that it brings the musicians a step closer to their culture, where Western influence is at its peak. The Gei-Ü has a unique sound which represents the Naga musical heritage but can blend in with contemporary songs too. Chasie has mirrored the Gei-Ü unusual sound in 2 music videos via Dolorosa and The Grand Bison. Both are rites of passage to the cultural grandeur of Northeast India. So is You Raise Me Up, produced by Delucia, with cinematography by Chaupartha Horahen, in which Chasie performs wearing the colors of the Form tribe to promote inter-tribal harmony. Northeast Today wish Atso Chaise the very best in all his endeavors and keep the Naga tradition and culture alive, which has been his foremost concern.
Wow, so I hope you like the intro video
Well,
on.
y- yeah, that was too good. I'm like very well
Really?
introduced. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was way
That
beyond what I'm capable of. Yes. Thank you
well,
so much again. Yes.
thank you. This is a lot of hard work from the Northeast Today technical team, and there's a whole lot of people behind the scene who really tries to make this show a
Ye-
success. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. I'm saying hi to all the team members and
definitely,
a very good
definitely.
evening. Yes.
So, just with the conventional question, we'd like to go like, can you tell us about yourself? And from what I read, I think you were very sure, like really early on, that music is what you always wanted to do. You were really passionate about it. And as a child,
Yes.
normally, child is forget about child, even adults, like they are often confused about what they want to do and what they are passionate about. But you were always so sure. So, can you tell us a little about that?
Um, yeah, really, yes. Yes, I love music. My love for music was there when I was still very young, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm also like I'm not very outgoing, so like I prefer sitting around and then listen to music, different types of genres, different types of songs, etc. And I spend most of my time through listening to music, and then slowly I choose guitar, and then it was uh, it was not that very early that I started my music education. Also, by the
Mm-hmm.
time I read, even though I love music at a very young age, then we didn't have the opportunity or the right way to for people to guide us. Uh, Etc. So during our time when I was younger, mm, I happened to be introduced to a Lotha guy from Nagaland, who is
Mm-hmm.
a who is my first teacher in classical guitar, and
Mm-hmm.
through him I started learning how to read music. How to read music, about the basic principles of classical guitar, about Western music, and about different types of music, and and slowly, I also I also happen to get involved in churches, and church is also uh, one of the main background which has eventually uplifted me, have pushed me towards to have a to have a musical knowledge and education.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right, right.
and
That's
yeah,
mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, and slowly and slowly I even completed my musical grade through Trinity exams under the guidance of like Memni Banoswero and Mem Kaka, even Mem Ajing Longchari. I was like fortunate enough to be introduced to many great musicians. Pauline from Shillong, they all guided me to appear my exams and all. So during those
Mm-hmm.
days, the training music centers were not even available in here in Nagaland. So like we have to travel to Shillong to appear my exams,
Mm-hmm.
our exams. Um, Likewise, I did my grade five, and I also got a distinction in when I appeared my grade five guitar exams, and then Ma'am Christine was like so impressed, and
Mm-hmm.
it eventually has also pushed me forward, and I continue to do my grade eight exams and also my ATCL in classical guitar.
Mm-hmm.
That is recital, which is
Mm-hmm.
Associate Trinity College London, and
Yes, I know it's such a big deal. Like Trinity, yeah, Trinity College of London. It's like so impressive. And then we've completed like grade eight too. I mean, it's such a big thing.
yeah. Yeah, and so yeah, that's more or less the journey. There were also international guitar festivals, which is organized by the Calcutta Guitar Society, and yeah, it's like um, we have to attend, we have to learn, because like the classical guitar society that organizes the program is like so international that like even the Grammy award winning people like David guitarists like David Russell and all the famous players, they used to come there, and then like we had the opportunity to learn something, from the best players, best musicians from the world.
You
Yeah.
guys are so lucky. I mean, especially like you said, church is a big, good platform to actually start early, right? So, I mean, most
Yes.
most of us we don't get that kind of platform. So, and I think you said your ma'am, Christine, yeah, she really was
Yes.
impressed with you, and I think she had all the reasons to be impressed. And I think you have not let her down. You're doing so
Yeah.
well.
Thank you for that. Yes.
Right. And you've been to so many international festivals and you've performed on behalf of the folkloric team. So can you tell us the experience and what is the reaction? How appreciative are the foreigners towards the folk music?
Oh yeah, that was a wonderful opportunity. I was a part of the Nagaland contingent, known as the
Mm-hmm.
folkloric. So it was the
Uh-huh.
Edinburgh Festival. It was the military tattoo festival at the Edinburgh. So
Mm-hmm.
was a part of the team as the Nagaland contingent, and then it was a wonderful experience, a whole new level to experience the festival. The way they
Mm-hmm.
organize things, the way we had to perform for a month, every day, every evening,
Mm-hmm.
and then that was a new perspective that like I happened to see it, the people, the organization, everything is so zack zack zack, I mean like in time, and even the audience and all, they had to come way ahead, and I also had the opportunity to get to know more people from our own land, from Nagaland, like the Alabo Naga, the Tetsuo sisters, and there were
Mm-hmm.
many popular artists in the team, which has eventually inspired me more to pursue, do things in a higher level, expand my horizons, etc.
Yeah, right. I was just wondering, like, if we look at Northeast, Nagas and Mizos are so ahead. And if you see, these are places like highly dominated by Christian population. And would you say it's because of the church or the culture that you all have? It's played a big role in influencing you and like influencing your taste and helping you perform better.
Um, I would say I would answer to that question as yes, because uh, when in Nagaland, I think music is something that is brought to us by the the Western music is like something that is brought to us by the white missionaries long way back, and that is to do with Western music, the classical music, the church
Mhm.
music. I think that has eventually broadened the mindset, which has encouraged people to understand things, understand about life, understand about art and different form of arts, etc. So definitely I would say it is indeed, yes, that has eventually inspired people, different people, different races to to move ahead, I guess. Yeah.
You just spoke about the strong Western influence. So do you think, okay, you guys are doing really well, but do you think it has kind of hampered the folk music, and then there's been too much of attraction towards Western music, and it's a folk music is a dying form of music. Would you agree with that?
um, yes, yes. Let me say, like, the different art forms are also, I think that also depends on the generation, different
Mm-hmm.
generation, different art forms that vibe in or at the top level. But in a way, yes, I think, let me come back to this because, like, I've had the opportunity to travel to few places, maybe India and even abroad, and then
Mm-hmm.
the first thing that I encounter is like making new friends, and then like people will ask me like, where are you from? So that eventually
Right.
has stuck in my head, and that has led me to think like our identity is one thing that is most important, which draws us back to our culture, our roots. Yeah.
Very, very
So
well said.
so that has like taken me back to do something where I can also uh, help back my own people, preserve our culture, even develop it,
Mm-hmm.
share it with the world, etc. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which yes, like the folk music or like Western music, which is like at its peak, that has been influencing the the present generation. That's what I want to say, and I think it's also important to share and then like keep on sharing about the importance of one's culture. Uh, I also accept the fact that like we have to move on, but like at the end of the day, I think it is also one thing which is our culture that is most important. Yeah,
Exactly, exactly. A- And
yeah,
I and I totally get you when you said you went abroad and they asked you where are you from. So it makes a
Mhm.
lot of sense. No matter how good you sing in other languages, but then it always boils down to where are you from, your identity. And if you don't have it,
Yeah.
you really don't. And even if you say back right now, folk music is like gaining a lot of popularity, but back then, uh,
Hmm.
I wouldn't say that it was the same like this. And back even then, even if it was not popular, you could still say, okay, that's music, Naga music or Naga folk music, right? So there's an identity there. And so you also have a school now, folk music school institution in Kohima.
Uh, no, no, no. I don't have a school. No,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Okay.
no.
Or do you
It's
teach
just
somewhere?
yeah. I do teach around few students. Like and it's not that I run a school. I don't run a school, but more to do with like coordinating art pieces and also like performing. Yeah. To do, I
So,
think you're confused with the school thing. That is like music
mhm.
institution.
Yes.
I'm just like collaborating with like two music schools in order to like further push about the basic knowledge about our culture, our folk music, folk arts, etc. Because like once I encountered a young person who was like who don't even know what a tati is. So like that's something which is, you know, everybody knows what a tati is, but like with the new generation, it is also on the part. It is also a failure on our part, not being able to share our culture, infuse about the knowledge, the importance of our culture truly. So it's surprising, that people don't even know our own instrument that is called tati.
Tati, forgive me, but even I'm not aware of what Tati is, and maybe some of our viewers too. Could you tell us a little about it?
Sorry, please come again.
Yeah, I said, unfortunately, even I'm not aware of Tati, the one you're mentioning,
Mhm,
the instrument.
mhm.
I think it's some Naga instrument. So, can you tell our
Yes,
viewers what is it?
yeah. Tati is it's a string instrument played
Uh-huh.
through plucking. So it is used basically to harmonize or give. It's like it's under percussion category.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it gives a sense of rhythm to the folk songs and all. It is like mostly or like used by the Chakasan tribe of Nagaland and the Angami
Okay.
tribe. It is believed to be uh, it is believed to be have introduced to the Naga people during the World War time. I guess
Mm-hmm.
maybe during the war, like they might have introduced the basic structure into the Naga people.
Mm-hmm.
Just like
Okay.
it's like the box, the body is like develop it from the gourd and attach
Mm-hmm.
the wood and a string, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a
Are
one
you
string
talking
instrument.
about? Okay. And how is it different from Gei-Ü, the one you invented? Is it the one and the same thing?
Um, yeah, when we are to talk, it has to be more detailed here about when we talk about instruments, like, because like
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to string instruments, everything, the principle of producing sound is the same thing. It's just that like people, different cultures, um, develop their instrument, give a take about the cultural importance and all. But it is a bit different because uh, Gyu is like it's bold, and the tati is like
Mm-hmm.
usually it's plucked. Yeah. Yes. So I think we'll come back to
Okay.
Gyu, but yeah, we also have an instrument that eventually has also inspired me to develop my Gyu.
You.
We call
Mm-hmm.
it yeah Narabu. It's a similar instrument used by many cultures in Nagaland, and even the I think that even the Manipuri people call it the what do we call it, the penna. So it's a
Oh,
similar
okay. Yeah, yeah,
instrument.
yeah. Ha
Yes.
ha ha. Yeah, I do know about the
Yes.
penna. uh, I've been lucky
Yeah.
enough to know
Yeah.
about it through Manka.
Uh-huh.
Right. So, actually, people, some of my viewers may be lost about what we are actually talking about and the Gei-Ü, and that's something Atso Chaise has invented himself, and I do have a video of him playing it, and I would really like to share it with the viewers if for them to have a better understanding about what we're talking about.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for that.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Thank you for that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I watched it two, three times. So it's so
Hmm?
pretty. It's so enchanting. All your videos, I just love it. We had a
Yeah,
hard
this.
time trying to crop it, right?
Oh, okay. So this video is like from the Baptist Church Khonoma youth. So
Mm-hmm.
let me say a few things about this song because me
Definitely.
as being part of the song. The first there are three songs here. So
Mm-hmm.
the first two song is like composed, and the whole song is like arranged by Sanomeru and conducted and directed by Vimezo Iralu, both amazing musicians
Okay.
from our village. So the first
Mm-hmm.
song talks about like how blessed we are, or to have to be alive today. You know, some people were not gifted with that gift, so they were
Uh-huh.
some have left. How sad or how happy we are that we are still alive today. And the second song talks about unity, about people, how to encourage one another, how to love, be how to be a giver, and like promote unity amongst us. And the last song is an old song, which is a theme song for our village. It is called
Mm-hmm.
TV, which talks about the beauty of one's motherland.
Okay. So I didn't get you because we just
Yeah.
watched one song. So you mentioned about four. So this is one of them, a part of them.
Uh, sorry, please come again.
Yeah, you mentioned four parts of it. Like one is about uh, thanking and being happy to be alive, and the others, as in uh, the good health and everything. So, is this what is mentioned in the song?
Yes, exactly.
In this
It
song?
talks about how blessed we are, or to everyone. Yes.
Okay, okay,
Oh,
okay. It's
yeah,
beautiful
I
and
think.
it's been so
Yes.
beautifully shot. The the cinematography. Okay, okay. There are some comments and questions coming up. Would you like to take them?
Oh, surely. Yeah. Ha- oh, okay. LKI. That's a group. That's a circle of me of sending lots of
Okay.
love and hugs to you also. Yeah. Thank you so much,
Hi
Supong.
there. Hi,
Okay.
Supom.
Thank you so much for being with us. Yeah. And hi, Selipi.
Genius.
Selipi, yeah,
That
Selipi
definitely is.
Ponsa is a wonderful musician.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maestro.
So
Okay.
I also look forward to, the song that there's a piece called Via
Mm-hmm.
Dolorosa. So I happen to
Mm-hmm.
collaborate with Selipi Ponsa. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a wonderful
Okay.
classical guitarist. Yeah. Hey, hello,
Okay.
hello, Cromy. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for
Is
being
the
with
person your
us.
student?
Mm.
Victor.
And yeah, hello. This is Visobile Victor Pune.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you and good evening to you. Please stay tuned. And this is
Yeah, Altaf. Hi,
Altaf
Altaf.
Alam. Hi,
How are you
hello.
doing?
Yeah,
Okay. Why is it blank? Okay. Hi, Altaf.
yeah.
Right, viewers, if you have any questions and or if you want to just say hi or hello, you can do text us. We'll try and take it as and when we can. And
Mhm.
yeah, so can you tell us how was it like growing up in Khonoma? Get your childhood
How was it
stories,
going?
anything.
Yeah. Well, I would say it was amazing. To be I was in the village. I'm a village boy. Until lately,
Mm-hmm,
I have to move into Kohima
mm-hmm,
for my further studies. So like Khonoma village is a very beautiful place. It's a hilltop, around 20 kilometers from Kohima, that is Nagaland. So
Okay.
yeah, I couldn't remember much, but definitely uh, it has been it has been it has eventually shaped me about what I
Mm-hmm.
am today, my life, to being able to grow up in Konoma village.
Right.
Yeah.
Looking at these pictures, Atsu, I just noticed and I was taking note of all the pictures that you sent me, and I've seen that as much as a woman is ornamented, the men are too. I mean, the Nagas, they wear a lot of ornaments, and I love that about them because,
Mhm.
I was reading this book, Homo sapiens, and they were talking about how the evolution process about, yeah, look at this, it's so beautiful, the hat and everything, and so colorful. So it says like initially men used to be really ornamented, and they had shown pictures of the British kings in the early days. Look at this, it's all awesome. Okay, coming back to what I was saying. So they had a lot of ornaments, but as time flew by, I mean, men, they decreased it to an extent where there's just no ornaments at all. We don't see it
Mhm.
anymore. And then that's kind of weird. I don't know why this happened, the shift. They've become so plain. It's just a shirt and a pant, and that's it. No ornaments at all. So, in fact, they shy away from wearing it. So, it's funny because in that book, so when they were showing evolution, from the British kings who had so much of ornaments, then in the end, you know who they showed? They showed Barack Obama. Like he's so plain, and it's kind of funny because he's a world leader, really favorite of people, and then he's just like plain person without any ornaments or jewelries. And if you see, I hope I'm audible. Am I?
Um, I'm sorry, it's like partly audible and partly not audible. I'm not getting you too well at this moment. Yeah,
Okay,
but yeah, you were
okay.
talking about ornaments and
The
all. Yeah, about
ornaments,
the
right?
attire. So
Haha.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think more men should wear more ornaments.
So you were saying like it's you were saying sorry.
Yeah, I was saying that
Hello.
earlier men, yeah, earlier men did wear a lot of ornaments, and if you see
Mhm.
the animals also, the men are more like if the peacock or if you see the lion, it's the men who are more they have a lot of you know like they are more vibrant and more colorful than women actually. So I was
Okay,
just
okay,
wondering
that's
why
what.
the shift. Yeah, yeah. So it's good to see that Nagas have actually kept that original tradition alive. I mean, it's nice to see men ornamented too.
Um, yes,
What?
sorry, but yeah, let me say a few things on this the ornaments, the attire. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm,
colorful. I think the Nordic people or maybe the Naga people loves color, I guess. So when we look at the attire, it's colorful. Red, yellow, whatever, white,
mm-hmm,
black, etc.
mm-hmm,
Um, and yes, these days when we also try to wear it because this case is like a bit sensitive. When we try
mm-hmm,
to do wear our culture, there are lots of things where like that's the wrong way of wearing it, or like you can't wear it that time, or you can't do that this. But like I also respect that, and I think it's important um, to also document what we call it like cultural appropriation, or maybe yeah, about the
mm-hmm,
attires, about what a particular thing attire signifies extra. But when it comes to as an artist, I also want to encourage people that like it is okay and it is necessary to move ahead and to be more innovative, because like it's all about it is also about like generation, about moving on. So when we try to use our cultural attires, the typical setup and all, it becomes a bit inconvenient also to wear it, or to wear it and to perform it becomes a bit inconvenient. And I think
mm-hmm,
people has to progress and then develop so that we can, you know, also innovate things, and innovate things that will eventually help us, artists to wear our cultural attire, appropriately, but also in a way that will also not hinder and the performance of an artist.
Right.
I hope you
I
take
do
my
get
point
you.
of view.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
get you because there's a lot of controversy. It happens here in Arunachal too. Some they do not like it this way or that way. They don't like changes. But then I think if there
Hmm.
is innovation along with
Hmm.
without really spoiling the essence of the original, I think it's fine to
You're
make
right.
changes. And like you said, with changing times, there needs to be changes. And because if there isn't,
Hmm.
people are literally going to stop wearing them. So what's the point, right?
Hmm. Yeah, right. Okay.
So you have also won the Best Instrumental Song category for your composition in the Monolith in the 6th Annual
Yeah.
Music Awards of Nagaland in 2014. Can you tell us a
Oh,
little about it?
oh, yes. That's a long time back, I guess. I think
Mm-hmm.
that was it's a composition, an original composition called the Monolith. Um, that was in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
14. I can't remember it. Yeah, and even last year I also was honored with the song "The Green Bison." Yeah, so I won it
Yeah.
2 times. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh, the Monolith and also the Green Bison, they both, it's just more or less like the expression of the youth, the positivity in life. So
Mm-hmm.
the Monolith and also the Green Bison both talks about the positivity, the youth, the vigor, what we have to look forward to in life.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping behind negative aspects of life. Whatever it comes, I think we, as a person, as a human being, I think it is really, really important to, to stay positive, and to look ahead. Yeah. So, in a way, it is also like a fusion
Mm-hmm.
to promote and also incorporate our folk music with the Western, in a way, rhythms and the style of music. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. I think the Great Bison, we have a video of it. So the one we just played, it wasn't from the Great Bison, right? The earlier video we just
Sorry.
played, the video that we had just played, it's not from the Great Bison, right?
No, 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 no. That was a
Okay.
recent project. I was a part of it. Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm. So we do have
yeah.
the Great Bison video too, and I would love because I loved it, and it's just that I got a little confused with the other one, so I'd like our viewers to see it.
Uh-huh. Okay, okay.
It's
Wow.
amazing, Atso.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you for such lovely, I mean, music. And backstage, me and the technical manager, we were actually having a lot of discussion about this music because normally we do not have the time to show the entire video. So we were wondering what
Hmm.
to crop from where to crop. So my technical
Hmm.
manager, he put his foot down. He's like, "This music is too good. I'm not gonna crop." So, so we had to show the whole
Okay.
thing. But of
Thank you
course,
for
I
that.
loved it so much.
Hmm.
Right. So,
Okay.
Atsu, I read somewhere that the
Yes.
Gei-Ü
Yes.
that you make, the one you invented, it takes about 3 weeks. Just to make one Gei-Ü, it takes 3 weeks.
Yes. Um, it, dep- yeah. To make it, I'm also trying to do different samples, like for souvenir, so category, for decorative piece, and also
Oh,
for
that would be
professional
awesome.
level. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So depends on the item. Yeah. So uh, it can be also be developed like maybe 2 weeks, 2 weeks time. Yeah. If
Okay.
if if
Okay.
the items are all in position.
When you have the souvenir ones ready, please let me know. I would like to have one in my own collection too.
Wow. Definitely. Yeah. I hope to do a lot of production, and then like hopefully, yeah, surely I would like to make that happen.
Keep
So
me
I
posted.
think the
Yeah.
audio, yeah, I think the audio is like audible, right?
Yes, yes, it is.
Hello.
It is. Yes,
Yeah.
you are audible.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a bit of a technical
Okay.
problem, right, since the beginning. So I hope I'm audible too.
Yes. It's like fluctuating a bit. It's
Actually, you have
fluctuating.
your
Yeah.
laptop. Yeah, you have wired in through your laptop, so it pulls a lot of the data. So that's the thing. If you had
Oh.
your phone like the way I'm using, so it would have been better. But nonetheless,
Ah. Okay.
nonetheless, I had to learn
Okay.
this the hard way. Yeah, I had to learn this the
Mhm.
hard way too. And I also wanted to
Okay.
ask you about your collaboration with Natalie, because it had
Mm-hmm.
such overwhelming response. It had over 2 lakh viewers overnight. So, how
Exactly.
did it feel?
Exactly. Yeah.
And how did the collaboration happen?
Yes. Firstly, that was overwhelming, and
Mm-hmm,
maybe yeah, I think she and her team were like visited our northeast area, and then they were
mm-hmm,
also visiting our village, and then they
mm-hmm,
happened to come across a song that
mm-hmm,
via Dolorosa. So like
mm-hmm,
through that, I think she got inspired that like
mm-hmm,
to maybe to collaborate, work on that song together. And then I was
mm-hmm,
excited, and I was surprised to get a call from her, to collaborate. And then like she's one of the famous uh, singers in the world. It was
mm-hmm.
indeed a good opportunity for me to also represent our culture to the rest of the world.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely. And I think it did make a lot of people stand up and watch and take note of Naga folk music, and you too. And that's how I think we have
Hmm.
you here today with us at Northeast Today
You're
live
right,
session.
exactly. Yeah, I
So do
think,
you?
yeah, thanks to Natalie Di Lucio. Yeah.
And I think you have made your equal contribution or even more actually. Um, so I
Oh,
would say I'm sure she is equally grateful.
mhm, exactly. Yeah, I also I'm also hoping that like in future I will also find more ways to collaborate with people, different artists, and also
Hmm.
we have been keeping in touch with. I've been keeping in touch with Natalie for different possible ways so that to come up. Yeah. So hopefully uh, we can make things happen.
Mm-hmm. I'm so
Yeah.
that was going to be my next question, and I'm so glad to hear that I will be one of
Okay.
those eagerly waiting for the new album.
Okay. New song. Yeah. Let me come to that. Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I'm also uh, focused on the duo production as well, which
Mm-hmm.
where I began my journey since like 2014, and it has
Mm-hmm.
been quite slow, but like I'm also having like people, artists, different people who are really instrumental to me, encouraging me, and all. Yeah. Uh, and beyond that, the Geo production, I'm also working uh, towards helping people um, to have a strong team of artists to work along with. So it can be either be dancing or it can either be singing. I want to collaborate to find ways so that like if we're given a chance, maybe a minute or so that we can represent our state or maybe Nagaland. What do we do?
Mm-hmm.
Like something like that, really, yeah. Working on with a new team.
Mm-hmm.
So like yeah, that's what I want to share.
Okay, okay. We shall look forward to it, and we will. Anyways, I do follow you, so I know I'll stay updated with whatever is happening. I am updated actually. I,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So what about those students that are from different states and who wants to actually, become a student and your student and wants to actually follow? So do you also have provisions for online classes?
Sorry about that. Please, I couldn't get
Yeah,
the question well.
yeah, definitely. Like, do you have provision for online classes for students from other states?
You meant my
Like,
viewer
yeah, yeah,
or
for your Gei-Ü
oh,
lessons, if somebody is interested and wants to, is belongs from another
yeah.
state, it's not possible for them to come to Nagaland. Do they have
Mhm.
any provision of online classes, taking classes from you?
Uh, no, actually, the Geo class,
Mm-hmm.
it has not officially started because like we have just started to inculcate the basic knowledge about culture, about different instruments, about the importance and all to the students. On yeah, so first thing I need to have a set of instruments to in order to do that. So like hopefully by next year I will start give classes for people who is really interested and to learn about it. I also have had orders where like I'm working
Mm-hmm.
on it with a team of three. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully things will slowly catch up. Yeah.
So I was also wondering that in a world of collaborations and bands, I've seen you mostly perform alone. Like you don't really belong to a
Mhm.
band. You are like the lone
Right.
wolf and the one-man army. Can you tell us why?
Uh, it's not about why, but yeah, my work is like more to do with. I'm focused on something that I'm also passionate about. To collaborate with people, to do on projects like where I'll need like different artists. So I'm not really looking forward to have a permanent band such as no, I'm not. I'm more focused on like forming different teams for different projects, to showcase our culture. It can also be western songs and things. Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah, that sounds cool. Well,
Okay, thank you.
Atso, coming
Yeah.
coming to the end of the questions and the show for
Okay.
today.
Okay.
we'd like to wrap
Huh?
up with your words for our viewers. If there's any message you would like to share.
Um, yeah, firstly, thank you all so much, viewers, for being with us today. Um, I'm not really a good talker, I guess, or maybe, yeah. But anyways, I want to say this thing that is like, especially to the younger generation, that like, I want to encourage you all to, have a solid, good, bold dream, and don't ever look back on it. Yeah. And I wish you everyone a success in life.
That definitely is a very short and sweet message. Nice one. And it's been such an honor to have you on our show, Atso. Keep us posted. And, anyways, we do follow you. So we know whatever you come up with. And we look forward to more of your music videos. We just love them, including the traditional outfit and the attires and everything. Thank you so much for your time, Atso.
It was a pleasure. Yeah, it was absolute pleasure.
Likewise, likewise.
Yeah.
Thank you, viewers, for watching our show today, and we'll be back soon with another. And good night, everyone.
Bye.
In a place where war, melody, and nature breathe, Chasie has carried the music of his people, the Angami, for longer. Distilled over generations, their music now inhabits his dextrous fingers as he plucks and bows the Gei-Ü. His songs travel over the immodestly green hills as steadily as the monsoon raindrops that rake the earth here. Khonoma, where Chasie was raised, is India's first green village. Emerald paddy fields jostle for space on the slopes with Jurassic-era ferns that border streams. Atso Chaise is a professional classical guitarist who was the first Naga to be certified Grade 8 classical guitar in 2008 under Trinity College London. He has taken master classes from guitar greats such as Andreas Saki, Pavel Stedel, Dennis Azabagic, David S. Russell, and Kristen Lanover and Laurent Boutros. Apart from performing, Atso has been an independent music teacher since 2004 and earlier taught classical guitar at Symphony School of Music, Kohima, and is currently with Gei-Ü Secondary School. He has been practicing music professionally for 15 years now. It has been his passion, honed from a childhood spent listening to songs on tape recorders and radios. He got his first formal music classes from Tamares Lotha. Later, he attended a short music course at Patkai Christian College, Chumokidima, which broadened his horizon further. Under the guidance of Nivanua Suvo and Christine Iralu, he completed the Trinity Guildhall ATCL graded exam at Shillong in 2009 and landed up as a classical guitarist. He also has a research fellowship which is under the Ministry of Culture, Naga Dances and Music 2012. He has participated in various competitions as part of folkloric team in the Military Tattoo Festival 2014, Edinburgh, Canada, Thailand, Scotland, Bhutan, Delhi International Guitar Festival, Chandigarh, Himachal Pradesh and more. He has represented the state of Nagaland at Majoli, Udaipur, Bihar and won many state-level competitions such as the X Power, Virtuoso Instrumentalist, Naga Music Awards, Monolith and the Grand Bison. He has also won the Young Artist Talent Award under Northeast Zone Cultural Center in 2014. In the years since, Chasie has taught the violin and guitar to people across ages, tuned pianos and repaired bikes, but it is as a luthier that he has come into his own. He is currently focused on the production of Gei-Ü. He started making one in 2014 and was formally introduced in 2017. It now takes about 3 weeks to make one and is a refined version developed from the old instruments, the raibu and murakonki. He started making it commercially so that it brings the musicians a step closer to their culture where Western influence is at its peak. The Gei-Ü has a unique sound which represents the Naga musical heritage but can blend in with contemporary songs too. Chasie has mirrored the Gei-Ü unusual sound in two music videos via Dolorosa and The Grand Bison. Both are rites of passage to the cultural grandeur of Northeast India. So is You Raise Me Up, produced by Delucia, with cinematography by Chaupartha Orahin, in which Chasie performs wearing the colors of the Form tribe to promote inter-tribal harmony. Northeast Today wish Atso Chaise the very best in all his endeavors and keep the Naga tradition and culture alive, which has been his foremost concern.